How's it going, everyone? Got some major PlayStation updates to go over in this video. A big PlayStation 5 software update will be rolling out tomorrow. This is one that is fairly notable with some new features being included as well, so we'll talk about that. Some other PlayStation notes to go over. You guys know that I'm incredibly excited for The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter. Gung Ho actually sent me a copy of the game and I've been playing it. It is incredible, and one element of the game, obviously, it is Trails in the Sky first chapter, but it looks like second chapter will be coming as well. We won't be delving into spoilers. We'll just give you a little bit of a note on that if you guys were curious on whether or not the sequel would be getting remade as well. 99%, pretty much lock it in. We're getting the sequel remade as well, which is fantastic because the first game, you know, you kind of gotta play the sequel as well from a narrative standpoint, so we'll talk about that. And then also, one of the more notable PC and Xbox titles will be headed to PlayStation 5 in 2026. More on that at the end of this video. But the new PlayStation 5 system update, adding Dualsense wireless controller pairing across multiple devices, is rolling out now. Now, this is coming from the post back in July of this year about the system update that was rolling out in beta, but now it's rolling out globally starting tomorrow. Many PS5 peripherals, including the DualSense wireless controller, are designed to support a variety of devices beyond PS5, including PC, Mac, and mobile devices. We believe that enabling compatibility of our peripherals across multiple platforms creates a more flexible and seamless gaming experience, especially with PlayStation dropping more of their games on PC that have the DualSense features baked into them. Makes a lot of sense that they do offer support on a variety of platforms. As a part of this effort, we're excited to announce that the latest PlayStation 5 system update will add a new feature that allows DualSense wireless controllers and DualSense Edge wireless controllers to be paired across multiple devices simultaneously, making it easier to switch between them without needing to pair each time. Additionally, we're also sharing details on Power Saver for games, a new mode that enables supported PS5 games to run with a lower power consumption and reduce environmental impact. The update will begin rolling out globally starting tomorrow. Here are the details of each feature. Pairing a DualSense wireless controller across multiple devices. Until now, pairing was required each time when you connected a DualSense or DualSense Edge wireless controller. With this update, you can now register up to 4 devices simultaneously and easily switch between them directly from your controller. For example, you can take your controller, which you use with your PS5, then seamlessly switch connection to a PC to play PC games, or connect it to a smartphone to enjoy remote play from your PS5. With this enhanced flexibility, you can enjoy gaming more freely across multiple devices. They go over how you can pair your controller to multiple devices, and also Power Saver for games. They're committed to Sony's Road to Zero environmental plan launched in 2010, which includes achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2040. They're exploring ways on how they can contribute to these goals through our products and services. With this update, you may notice a new option in your settings called Power Saver. When you turn on this option, supported PS5 games will scale back performance and will allow your PS5 to reduce its power consumption. If not enabled, or if games do not support the feature, the performance will not be scaled back and the power consumption will not be reduced. Future updates for games such as Death Stranding 2, Demon's Souls, and Ghost of Yotei will include support for the Power Saver option, with more titles to follow. Visit the support page to learn more about Power Saver as well. So that's another feature rolling out. This update will be rolling out tomorrow, so if you do want to utilize the DualSense controller on multiple platforms such as your computer on top of PlayStation 5, a nice feature rolling out tomorrow, and one of the bigger updates outside of just improving system stability. You know, that's what you usually get with a lot of the updates, but this one, a more notable one. Next up, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter is out this Friday. Guys, I've been playing it. I'm about 16 hours in or so. I am doing all of the side content. I'm taking my time with this game. I'm very excited to go through it, and I'm still on chapter 1. The prologue took me a while, and then chapter 1, again, I've been taking my time with it, but if you are looking to get into Legend of Heroes, you guys, this is the game. Even if you don't want to experience all 13 games or whatever the case is, as far as games that are out now and games that are coming out, because obviously that's an arduous, daunting task to go into. Play Trails in the Sky first chapter, enjoy that game. However, if you play Trails in the Sky first chapter, the longtime fans already know this, you really need to play Trails in the Sky second chapter as well, which is the sequel game, and we didn't know if that was getting a remake. However, it's entirely pretty much confirmed, because baked into the first game is a teaser trailer for the second chapter, and that will be getting remade as well. I don't know when it's going to be coming out, but based on the fact that they're baking the remake into, or the trailer for the remake into the game itself, I would imagine that is going to be coming out maybe in 2026. So you might have back-to-back years where you have double Legend of Heroes game releases, with this year having Daybreak 2 and Trails in the Sky second chapter, obviously stateside. Next year, in January, you have Beyond the Horizon coming out and potentially Trails in the Sky second chapter. I don't know what the status is on the Beyond the Horizon sequel, the game that would wrap up the Calvert arc, at least you would assume would wrap up the Calvert arc. You know, next year would be 2 years since the Japanese release of Beyond the Horizon, and generally speaking, I feel like 2 years as far as continuing an arc, that would be the time where Falcom might want to release the sequel title as well. But in the case of Beyond the Horizon 2, or whatever they decided to call it, I could see that end up being a 2027 game, because you might be overkilling with Legend of Heroes. Again, the Japanese audience does take the priority, so while Beyond the Horizon is coming out next year, stateside, remember that game has been out in Japan since September of 2024. So if you're gonna do Trails in the Sky second chapter, do you want to have two it's Legend of Heroes releases in Japan in the same calendar year? Maybe they do. I don't know. I would probably do Trails in the Sky second chapter next year, get more people into Legend of Heroes, and then wrap up the Calvert arc in 2027. I know that the idea of waiting all that time for the conclusion of the Calvert arc may be a little bit disappointing, but over here in the States, we're getting Beyond the Horizon in January, so it's not like that long of a wait, especially if they can figure out how to get Beyond the Horizon 2, or again, whatever they call it, for a simultaneous worldwide release, because that would be ideal. Trails in the Sky first chapter had a worldwide release, or is having a worldwide release. Second chapter, most likely going to have a worldwide release as well. And ideally, you would want to get third chapter remade as well. I know it's not entirely as consequential to it, but remake that as well. And then ultimately, you know, people love those cross-spell games, and I get that the cross-spell games got ported to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch not too long ago, but those games, and I played through those when they came out, they are so dated. So when you're talking about potentially this newer audience that you're getting into the Legend of Heroes games, I would remake the cross-spell games as well. You have the story in place, you got the characters, get a solid voice acting crew, and remake those games, because those games are beloved. A lot of people think the cross-spell games are the best games in all of the Legend of Heroes titles, but the thing is, going back and playing those games, dated PSP games, like, a lot of people just ain't trying to do that, especially if you go from playing Sky first chapter into the potential Sky second chapter remake, and then if they remake third chapter as well, and then you're like, oh, time to play the cross-spell games, and they're PSP games without English voice acting, dated as all hell. Again, some people can get through them, but a newer audience, I think, is going to have a hard time going through those. So I would highly recommend Falcom to remake the cross-spell games, and by the time those get remade, bro, I don't think it's the worst idea in the world to remake Cold Steel 1 and 2. Like, Cold Steel 1 and 2, you go back and play those games are fairly dated as well, but we're talking about, you know, fantasy development of the Legend of Heroes franchise in the year 2032. Like, I'm pushing the cart way before the horse here, but I think there's a lot of potential in growing this franchise, and you guys know how passionate I am about Legend of Heroes, so there you go with that. But Trails in the Sky second chapter, that remake probably gonna be happening, most likely 99.9%. Lastly, I do want to know, Valheim is coming to PlayStation 5 in 2026. This game had a lot of buzz and a lot of attention back when it initially came out in 2023. It's a survival exploration game for 1 to 10 players set in a procedurally generated purgatory inspired by Viking culture, developed by Sweden-based indie studio Iron Gate and published by Coffee Stain Publishing, the team behind other hit titles such as Satisfactory and Deep Rock Galactic. The game challenges players to battle, build, and carve out their legacy in the 10th realm. The 2023 release happened on Xbox Series and Xbox One. It's actually been in early access on PC since 2021, and now it'll finally be coming to PlayStation 5 in 2026, and obviously throughout the early access period, it's gotten quite a lot of content updates and things of that nature, but the game will be dropping on PS5 in 26. But that is going to do it for me. Again, PlayStation 5 getting a significant feature software update tomorrow. New features coming, pairing of the DualSense controller across multiple devices, and a power saver option. Trails in the Sky second chapter remake is all but confirmed, and Valheim is coming to PS5 in 2026. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.